Can you imagine if the Hawks had not won that game and the Celtics just got to smush the Heat in round one before they got their nightmare momentum, devil magic?
This is what I'm not even joking. This is what I've been saying about the devil magic, because I watched them play the Heat and the Hawks play last night, and now Hayward Highsmith is a 40% three-point shooter. This guy was like a 29% three-point shooter for most of his career, and I'm watching him shoot 40% from three for the Heat. And I'm watching and I'm going, even when things look bad for the Heat, even when it's like you have, like I said, the existential crisis loss, they lose to the Hawks in the play-in. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Losing to the Bulls in the play-in. They're trailing in the fourth quarter, have to have a crazy comeback. And all of the fucking shit that happens leading up to that moment, they have a crazy comeback. They win, they get into the playoffs, and then they get to the NBA Finals as an 8 seed. Even when things go bad for the Heat, they go right.
Yeah. I hate them so much. It's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so good sweeping them. It's going to feel awesome. I want that. I want the Heat round one. Bring me. The Heat are going to try to escape from us. They're going to try to beat you guys. I need the Sixers to do what they were put on God's earth and send the vile Heat to their maker. Send them to me round one. I want it.
Well, the Sixers and the Heat played last week, and the Sixers didn't even play well and beat the Heat somehow. Kevin Love had 17 rebounds in that game off the bench. I'm not kidding. He had 17 rebounds off the bench in that game, and I was pulling my fucking hair out watching it, dude. I was like, you have to be Bam Adebayo. I think the final score, the Sixers won by 3. Bam Adebayo was like a negative 20 in his minutes, and they lost by 3 points because Kevin Love came off the bench and, like I said, had 16 or 17 rebounds, including like 9 offensive rebounds that got extra possessions for the Heat. And the thing about the Heat is, and this is why I've been comparing the Knicks to them, is that they just have random guys where it's just like, okay, this is God, we're going full bill on this episode, but
let's go.
This is the Kevin Love game. This is the Hayward Highsmith game. This is the Jaime Jaquez game. They just have so many role players that, like, on any given night can be completely unplayable. Like, Gabe Vincent is a corpse for the Lakers right now. Do you know what Gabe Vincent is shooting from the field for the Lakers?
I thought he was doing pretty well since he came back from injury.
He's been literally horrible. Now, they might be winning his minutes because he's playing with LeBron and AD a lot, but he is currently shooting from the field on the season. He had another 0-point game last night where he went 0 for 3. He went 0 for 2 in the game before that, 0 for 1 in the game before that, 1 for 4 in the game before that. He is currently shooting 31% from the field for the Los Angeles Lakers, and he has only played in 9 games, 20 minutes a game. And this is the thing about the Heat. It's like, even though in my brain, everything tells me they're done. Like, I've watched a lot of them recently because I have to, because the Sixers and them are jostling for position in the standings right now. And there's just nothing that I can put logic to. Jimmy Butler is not the same guy anymore. Like, Bogdan Bogdanovic blocked him at the rim twice last night. Like, he can't jump anymore. And they won in double overtime in that game. And nothing makes sense with them. Like, it's driving me mad. It's completely driving me mad. Like, if they do it again, I just give up on trying to analyze basketball. There's just nothing we can possibly do. They're not a good team. Like, why? Like, no. They're not good. I don't even think in a regular conference, I don't think if they were in the West, they wouldn't even make the playoffs. And because they're in the East, they get the Hornets, they get the Hawks, they get these easy fucking teams in their division, the Wizards, and they sweep their division every year, and they get into the playoffs because of it, and they might just fucking figure it out again. It just, it's driving me mad.
I don't think they're going to do it. I think last year was just such a convalescence of the devil magic, because the year before, the Heat were the 1 seed the year before.
They were good the year before. That team was actually, that was like the last good Lowry year. Hero was pretty good for them in the regular season. Bam really broke out. By the way, did you know that Bam is the 2nd worst jump shooter in the NBA behind Russell Westbrook this year?
Oh, did you hear Zach shamelessly put him in there for a defensive player of the year? thing.
Whatever,
Like and I was like, because he said Bam's name before he said Herb Jones's name. I was like, come the fuck on, like, what are you doing?
Whatever. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
So,
Like,
yeah.
like, can we just be normal about Bam Adebayo for once? Like, he's fine. He's a borderline all-star, very good defensive player with some really big offensive deficiencies that in the playoffs, he's had some nice runs. He's also been terrible in certain series and matchups. Like, I just wish we were normal about Bam for fucking once, dude. It's so fucking, he's so overrated. It's crazy. I wish we could go back in time and give the so underrated he's overrated award to Bam Adebayo from the YKB Awards.
We should have, yeah.
He is.
Yeah,
he's so overrated,
he's like
dude. Like, it's crazy. Anyway,
No.
Yeah. I mean, like, I kind of am just like, can he switch? Can he switch onto the perimeter and guard guards? Yes. Can he protect the rim well? Not particularly. Like, he's not like a great rim protector. And rebounding wise, like, he has certain games where he's great and then other games where he gets the wrong matchup and he gets absolutely destroyed on the boards. He's not a good jump shooter on offense. He's a good passer. He's not an elite one. Like, he can be, he's versatile, and that's why people love him. But like, he's the 23rd best player in the NBA. Anyway.
And I feel like you're being pretty generous there too. I think he's probably more like 30. To be honest, but
anyway, God, it drives me insane, dude. This is perfect what Ben's saying in the comments right now. A lot of analysts have never gotten over the peak warrior switch everything brain, which leads to Bam getting overrated. That's what it is. All analysis is if you can switch, you're good on defense, and if you can't switch, you're bad on defense. When we see time and time again teams that run drop coverages and like what Jokic does with the cat and mouse game in Denver, you can have good playoff defenses. Like it's
That was the exact counterexample I was going to make, is that like Jokic has become a really good defender by like figuring some of this out. Because we were like arguing about MVP stuff, and like one of the points I say about Jokic's first MVP season is he was not the same guy on defense. He's become a really good defender, like over the course of the years, and now he's like a pretty good defender, and he doesn't switch anything. He's our lovable chunky king. Like he's not switching shit on the perimeter. He's just out here vibing, and the Nuggets can get away with that, and they have a totally fine defense, so it's fine.
What Sam is trying to say is Sam Edey top 10 pick, or Zach Edey top 10 pick.
Sam Edey, but only when Sam hungry.
Your internet didn't drop. I'm going to throw up because of that statement.
Okay, I was sure you were. I think it did drop, because otherwise you would be hands on knees in hilarity.